It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here. Shaq's here. Kenny's here. Welcome to this edition of 2K Sports. And on tap tonight, it's the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Washington Wizards out at Capital One Center. And guys, for the Wizards, thus far about the same number of wins as last season. Nonetheless, every game provides a chance for them to get better. And tonight, what about Colin Sexton? 6'2". Kenny, this guy's a natural scorer, still trying to evolve as a playmaker.
Played for a good friend of mine, Avery Johnson, down there. Extremely quick, athletic, creates for himself easily. Still learning how to create for others, but he's a great prospect.
You know what I like? He's unafraid of contact. He pushes the action and plays with a lot of passion.
You afraid of contact?
Nope. It's too quick for you. You couldn't even touch me.
Why'd you move?
Look at that.
Oh, you got me.
Yeah. What are you doing?
I'm stretching. My neck's hurting.
You guys are both softies. Thanks for tuning in. See you later.
It's the home of the Wizards here in Washington as 2K Sports brings you today's action live. Welcome to 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. From the sideline, we'll have David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a moment. And the Wizards on friendly ground as they continue this homestand. Guys, when you compare their performance last season to where they sit right now, not a whole lot different story. Not necessarily a big surprise either.
And, well, for Washington, they've started the season on a high note. We thought it may take a while for them to kind of find their groove, but it doesn't look like they're going anywhere here or any concerns about growing pains.
Well, if they're going anywhere, it's going to be up. They've been playing like a very mature, focused team here in the early part of the season. Not at all like the team that so many people thought would be hanging around the bottom of the standings at this point.
All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. On the court for Cleveland, Love is the 4 with Thompson in the middle. Sexton is out there with Alec Burks. And it's Osman in at the 3 slot.
And how many chapters last year were there to the Cavs season? A lot of player movement, a lot of drama in the locker room, and obviously trying to find their way back to the NBA Finals, which they eventually did. So would we say a successful year overall? Probably, but a little mismatch.
First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Beal from long range. They get it back. Back to Wall. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now. These the new power rankings. They tell a great story. Taking a look at Oklahoma City. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And with where Washington is, they're kind of in a little bit of a holding pattern early on, trying to find answers to a few questions, but overall playing a solid brand of basketball.
Now Sexton following the three-point attempt by John Wall. Over in the corner, Osman. No good on the triple. And for all the things the Cavs went through last season, Brent, they still managed to get 50 wins.
Yeah, good enough for the 4th seed in the Eastern Conference last year. I wonder if they were not a home team, if they would have gotten back to the finals. It would have been interesting with all the additions to that roster, trying to come up with a makeshift offense around LeBron James, if they would have gotten to his 8th finals last year. Pushed to the limit several times, but ultimately appearing again in the NBA Finals.
And there's the patience you want to see from Sexton. Eyes up and finds the open man.
Wall passes to Howard. It's Beal on the wing. He's looking for Howard and finds him. Good on the bucket.
Well, that's a healthy make there after missing their first 4 shots. 1 of 5, not what they wanted, but they're on the board.
Sexton kicks to Thompson. Burks looking around. Back to Thompson. Burks on the wing. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Beal. Burks can't get it to go. Washington trailing. Shot from 12. Second shot opportunity. Here's Morris. It's good. This game is all even.
And this is what happens when you fail to block out.
Defensive rebounding just as important as causing the miss in the first place.
Now here's Burks. He's coming off a 10-point game against Charlotte. And Love throws it down.
Kevin Love showing you he's got a little vert getting up to the rim.
And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for the Washington Wizards. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
And I know the defense wasn't great, but yet and still their ability to stay composed was impressive.
Well, it led to a big scoring effort, taking advantage of every weakness. So any possession the defense wasn't aggressive on, they were on the offensive end.
Now Burks after Markieff Morris's three-pointer that didn't go. Now here's Sexton, covered by Wall. 14 feet away. The shot by Sexton, no good. Washington's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. That's good from Beal on the assist by Howard.
A good decision right there from Dwight. Excellent awareness on that particular play.
Sexton with it. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Charlotte.
And it was not a one-man show. That was the best part. He had just as good a game with his passing as he did with his scoring.
Burks' shot is good.
Yeah, Love can scan the floor. He's always looking for the late cutter and patient with that decision.
Wizards have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. The Cavaliers head coach and I got a chance to talk. It's the first matchup of the season against this team, and he knows that they have great shot blocking. But he did say we've got to remain aggressive and continue to attack. Put the bigs in high pick-and-roll situations and shoot the jumper with confidence. They feel that's the key, Kevin.
Thanks for the report, David. Guys, just how difficult is it to face a team with this kind of defense?
Kevin, it is tough. They've got some guys who can totally wreck your game plan with their activity on D.
I also wonder if this is going to give them a spark of their own on defense. You face a team with this kind of pressure, and it can get you fired up to prove that you're every bit as tough as your opponent.
Here's Wall after the made shot from Bradley Beal. Wall dishes to Howard. Pass to Morris. They get it back. The kick out to Wall over Sexton. Wall, no luck.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Knocks it loose. And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Porter. Brent, some teams already failing to meet expectations. What shouldn't they do this early on?
Panic. I mean, sometimes it just happens, and sometimes it could take a winning streak. You might turn it around, a winning streak of 7 or 8 games, and the mentality in the locker room changes. The coaches maybe clue into rotations and maybe combinations of guys that all of a sudden you're feeling good about what you worked on in training camp and what you grinded through. Now you start to have some success with it. So the biggest thing is just don't panic.
And trust the plan.
Wow, I thought you might have gone process, but you did plan.
On purpose.
I like that.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking. I'm with you. I got to think.
He is a monster in transition. Wall operates in the open court at an elite level. I'm not sure there's anyone who finishes better on the break.
The Cavaliers trail by 4. Burks the pass to Sexton. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And Wall kicks to Green. It's Beal on the wing. Back to Green. That one doesn't drop. Good D from Love. Here's Osman. That falls. Great assist by Love. Osman's got it all tied up now for the Cavs.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Wall finds Beal. Nice ball movement by Washington. Here's Green. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt. Here's Sexton. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
No other way to put it. The defense was awful. Completely uninspired at that end of the floor.
Yeah, scanning the box score here, and you could just see the turnover differential failing to cause any sort of mistakes. And then on the offensive end, just a lack of focus.
And a new group getting ready to come in for Washington. Mahimi's checked in for Howard. Decker comes in for Porter. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Beal. And Satoransky subbed in for John Wall. And Satoransky kicks to Mahimi. Decker passes to Mahimi. Takes the turnaround J. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Wizards lead by 4.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Tipped away. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession. A chance here to assess what parts of the floor the attempts have been coming from as we look at the shot chart for Washington.
And they've really shied away from the mid-range. That's a new school style, and looking for shots beyond the arc and at the rim, those tend to be far more efficient.
Now here is Dellavedova. Hood deciding where to go with it. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Decker. Ball's knocked loose.
Well, I like the shot selection. I don't like the shot result. Won't happen much.
Feeds it to Mahimi. It's Ariza on the wing. Corner shot. And misses it off the right side of the rim. And so Hood will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. 4-point game. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Wizards team.
And they usually came out on top when these two teams faced off last year. No surprise, they're the better team.
Well, the unique skill set of Nance Jr. there. We know he can get up and dunk, but he handles the ball well and can set up teammates and make something happen.
Now, here's Satoransky. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Green kicks to Ariza. Lays it up off the glass.
A strong finisher around the rim. Ariza with the size to do some damage.
The Cavaliers trail by 4. Here's Clarkson. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. Hood gets the bucket.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Satoransky, the pass to Ariza. Looking for Satoransky, and he gets it there. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Hood. And Thomas Satoransky gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. The Cavaliers have gone 50% from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16. Clarkson kicks to Nance. To the middle. And he hits it to tie the game up. Nance has got his second bucket.
I'd like to see Larry Nance Jr. keep working on the interior part of his game. Shots like this can help his confidence.
Henson against Mahinmi. The dish now to Ariza. Shoots from the right block. It's rebounded by Cleveland. A minute 50 left in the first quarter of the game.
A lottery pick back in 2012, John Henson has pretty much flown under the radar except around the rim. People understand just how effective he can be there. A quality defender and rim protector.
It's Ariza on the wing. Defended by Dellavedova. Satoransky against Clarkson. Here's Ariza. Got it from 16 feet. Ariza's got it all tied up now for the Wizards. Cavaliers shooting 56% in this first quarter. An outstanding start for this offense. Dellavedova kicks to Henson. Hood the pass to Henson. He feeds it to Nance. Count that one. Nance has got 8 points.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Clarkson against Satoransky. Good.
And to give a ton of credit to the screener there. That was a perfect pick to give his teammate the space to knock down the shot.
Now here is Dellavedova. He's tightly guarded, and Trevor Ariza is going to pick up a foul here. That's his first foul.
Awesome defense. Just outstanding effort to reach his big hands in there and just rip the ball away.
Pass to Decker. Banked in off the glass.
Coaching staff high-fiving themselves there, watching that team move the ball around, doing whatever is best for the team.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Green against Hood. Offensive rebound. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
Yeah, only so much the D can do, as Hood's great at figuring out how to beat him on the inside, moving the ball around nicely.
Satoransky against Clarkson. And Satoransky kicks to Green. Nance with some nice D. Tie game in Washington. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. The Wizards' John Wall talks about how important it is to play well at home.
I think we all understand you have to be a good home team if you want to be in the playoffs and be able to take care of home court advantage. But our fans have been amazing. Our fans that came out have been great for us. But I think just locking in and understanding you got to be able to win at home before you can win on the road.
Taking care of business at home, Greg, is where it all starts.
Yeah, to be a playoff team, you've got to own it and then try to steal your share on the road.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Wizards, guys.
I mean, they're winning the turnover battle, and oftentimes that can swing things your way.
Well, they're taking care of the ball. They're attacking on defense, and this has them out to a big lead after one.
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, man's out there with John Henson. Then it's Rodney Hood. Then there's Jordan Clarkson, and it's Dellavedova in at the 2. Now here is Dellavedova. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Ariza goes in. Right wing releases. Decker can't hit. And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Trailing by 2. Hood can't get it to go.
Well, I like the shot selection. I don't like the shot result. Won't happen much.
And Satoransky kicks to Ariza. Here's Green. Makes it off the glass. Green's got the lead up to 4 now for the Wizards.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
It's stolen by Ariza. And here we go. Washington fast break. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Here's a look at what's coming up for Washington. On Friday, they'll host the Brooklyn Nets. Then on Sunday, they'll be playing against Damian Lillard and the Portland Trail Blazers.
And that game against the Clippers, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
He's off on the first. For a long time, the answer always seemed to be LeBron James. But it seems fair to ask now, who is the best single player in the NBA, in your opinion?
LeBron James.
Me too.
Didn't you just say his name?
I thought
it was
I
on
did.
my frontal
I was
lobe
thinking
here.
it, and I guess it came out.
And we have so many great superstars, but you know, after last year, his 15th season, LeBron James performing the way that he did, carrying his team back to the finals, there's just no doubt amongst peers, and we get a chance to watch him, Kevin. LeBron James is still the man in the NBA.
Ditto. Now here's Hood. 23 points for him the last game against Charlotte. Dellavedova kicks to Clarkson. Shot clock at 5. It's stolen by Green. Out to the right wing. Decker passes to Ariza. Jeff Green on the wing. 3-pointer. Rebounded by Hood. Hood's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Stolen by Decker. The pass to Morris. Shoots from the baseline. He can't get that one. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. They've got the Pistons ahead of them in their next game in Detroit. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. And here we go. Ariza heading to the hoop. He gets it in there. Ariza's got 6.
And those long, lean players like Ariza always seem to thrive in transition.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. And Markieff Morris out of Kansas, a spread 4, as they say.
And able to stripe it from anywhere on the floor. A good secondary scorer who can also create his own shot on the block at times.
And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Howard's checked in for Green. Otto Porter Jr. comes in for Sam Decker. Bradley Beal's checked in for Trevor Ariza. And John Wall's subbed in for Satoransky. Now here's Love. 11 points for him in that last game against Charlotte.
And he also controlled the boards. He just seemed to be in the right position every time the ball came off the rim.
4 on the clock. Sexton the pass to Love. Over Morris. That one's good, and the Wizards' lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Love.
Look how calm Kevin Love was when he was up against the timing mechanism on top of the backboard. That's called the shot clock, Kevin.
Out to Morris. Fires the 3. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. He has 5.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Burks dishes to Sexton. Back to Burks. Now here's Sexton, covered by Wall. The shot by Sexton, no good.
Man, it just hurts to miss shots like this. Mentally, you question yourself, and it can affect your confidence.
It's a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Bradley Beal became a first-time All-Star in 2018, but he knows the next step is becoming a better leader. He said, "Sometimes I can be nonchalant, locked into myself and not saying anything. It's just my personality, and as a leader, you can't be that way. You have to encourage your teammates and don't be afraid to say things. Don't be afraid to be a leader." Kevin?
Good story, D.A. Thank you. Here's Thompson after the made shot from Bradley Beal. Whistle blows, basket is good, so a chance here for a three-point play.
And sometimes it seems like Sexton wants to get hit on the way up. He just embraces the challenge.
And, of course, Colin Sexton. His college team once had to finish a game with only 3 players.
Yeah, he scored 40 that night. I mean, almost led him to a victory. He loves to play under the bright lights, brings great energy and enthusiasm every night.
Free throw good, Sexton. And Colin Sexton, when it comes to scoring, the man shows you a little bit of everything.
Loves to drive it, loves to attack inside, improving his consistency from range. But what I love about him is the aggressiveness. This guy is always in attack mode.
And so it's Cleveland with it. Bradley Beal missing from long range. And Thompson throws it down.
Now Tristan Thompson with some force on that one.
Wizards leading by 5. Wall with it. Guarded now by Sexton. Wall finds Howard. Now here is Morris. That one doesn't go. Great D that time from Love. Passes it to Burks. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Thompson doing a good job looking for his teammates, using his size to see over the defense.
Now Wall. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Orlando.
Loved his passing tonight as well. He was just cutting the defense to pieces out there.
That's tipped. Here's Osman. Burks on the wing. High arcing shot, and the layup is up and in. Now just a 1-point Wizards lead.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
All with it. Guarded now by Sexton. Porter kicks to Beal. On the wing, Porter. He's covered by Thompson. And another miss by Washington. And here are the Cavaliers. 9 points in a row. Good run for him right now. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington. Brent, we have bigs playing a different kind of game in the NBA now.
Yeah, it feels like skill is taking over, and even last year in the playoffs, so much talk for us about the idea of not being able to play a big center, right? Not being able to play a post-up center or a rim-protecting center. These players have to be mobile. They have to be able to set screens and roll down the lane, and they have to be able to switch out, most importantly, defensively to guard the most talented scorers in the league. So the center position is now becoming a more skilled position where teams take their best 4-man and slide them down to the 5, a la Draymond Green or sometimes Giannis with Milwaukee, to make sure that they can make the most impact while they're on the floor.
Good example. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And you know how physical Howard is down there. When he's going up with his shot, he is expecting contact.
And Dwight Howard this past offseason on the move, Greg, once again.
And Howard traded from Charlotte to Brooklyn soon after bought out by Brooklyn, making him a free agent. He's hopped from team to team over the last few years, and You wonder if he'll find a place to finish out his career.
That one is off.
He's just such a specimen out there, Dwight Howard. A physically imposing presence on both ends of the floor.
And he sinks the second. And guys, Dwight Howard, a top 20 all-timer in rebounding, an 8-time All-Star center. Greg, will he be a Hall of Famer someday, you think?
Oh, he's a lock to be a Hall of Famer when you look at those numbers. Not to mention a 3-time Defensive Player of the Year. And at his peak, one of the most impactful big men we've seen in the game.
Here's Wall, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson.
And Wall has said he wants to be in the MVP conversation moving forward. A terrific floor general with unreal athleticism.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That one is off. And Greg, last season there were some signs that maybe some of his teammates didn't like playing with John Wall. Why would they say that?
You know, Wall sits almost every season in the top 3 in assists. Not a stat you associate with selfishness. Sometimes it's really about personalities.
And he's good on the second. And here's Burks. He has 6, and that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That's his first foul. Here's Osman. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Over Porter, and Cleveland again with the bucket. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
Beal deciding where to go with it. To the paint. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Hard to stay with Dwight Howard in the screen and roll situations, and he's also adept at reading the slip situations.
Cleveland with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run. Sexton kicks to Love. Over Morris. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
Obviously a mix-up defensively on that possession.
And it's Wall with the ball for Washington. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. And that will be the 3rd of 5 straight played at home. Shoots a fader, and it comes off the front of the rim.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter. And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now here's Love. He's got 6. Now here's Burks. Got a piece of it. 5 to shoot. And here's the fast break. Beal leading the way. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Now here's Sexton. Not a lot of room. Love. That one goes in for him too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
And Wall kicks to Howard. Back to Wall. Now here's Porter. Tight defense on him. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Porter's got his first basket of the night.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Sexton with it. 5 points in the game. Love, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Yeah, looking up at the scoreboard, guys, that's his 3rd foul, and his coach has to consider now sitting him down.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Mahimi comes in for Dwight Howard. And it's Green in for Markieff Morris. Hood's checked in for the Cavaliers. Now here's Wall. He has 5. And out of bounds. The Cavaliers will take it. And we always talk about getting good looks. Here's who's doing the best of it in the NBA. 4th, Larry Nance. And, of course, Jeff Green.
You can't say enough about these two guys shooting this season. Both their percentages, just incredible stuff.
The Cavaliers trail by 3. Now Burks. 6 points for him. Thompson passes to Burks. And Sexton has it in the corner. A three-pointer is right on target. Sexton's got the game tied up here for Cleveland.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
Mahimi finds Wall. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Wall's got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Poke loose. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
Oh, great production on the interior right now. 8 straight from inside.
The Cavaliers trail by 4. Outside Hood. There's 1:26 left in the first half. Here's Love. Green with the block. Beal against Burks. And it's Wall. That time the assist from Beal. Beal's got 3 assists in the game.
And in the post, Wall's got a pretty well-developed game for a point guard. He can navigate his way through the big bodies with very few problems.
Now, here's Thompson. His last outing with 20 points.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Wizards leading by 4. And Wall kicks to Mahimi. He dishes it to Beal. The 3. Burks pulls it in. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Down low, Sexton, and he banks in the layup. Sexton's got 8 here in the quarter.
A really strong second quarter in terms of scoring the basketball.
The Wizards shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. It's Beal on the wing. Back to Porter. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Porter's got his second basket of the night.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
Wall with the steal. And he elevates for the slam. Thompson did not like that.
And he can just fly. Well, we know that about Wall now, that he's got plenty of ways to finish at the rim once he gets up, and beyond.
And a great second look there. Another Unleash Chaos replay. Brought to you by the Under Armour Hover Havoc. Now, here's Sexton. Covered by Wall. Here's Love.
And Green's defense, very important to this team's success. The way he gets up in the face of whoever he's guarding, it becomes infectious to the rest of his guys.
The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Washington out in front. They're up by 6. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot, Dwight. What are you seeing from your opponent tonight?
They're a tough team. You know, they play hard, they play together, they move the ball, and they know how to play within the offense, you know. And we've been doing a better job on the defensive end, and I think tonight we came out with the right mentality. We just got to keep it up.
Dwight, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, Hoop fans. NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. EJ, Shaq, Jet. A pretty close game for the Wizards throughout the first quarter. Nothing seemed to give way on either side of the scoring column as they wrapped up the period all knotted up. They really touched on the right formula in the second quarter as they were able to pull out to a 6-point lead before the halftime break. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Wizards.
Well, first and foremost, you got to take care of the basketball, and that means playing with poise. making good decisions and not giving away any possessions. They did a great job of that in the first half.
Shaq, how do you think Cleveland played?
Well, you want to try to hold your opponent under 50% shooting. That has not happened. Defensively, they're allowing way too many good looks. They need to do a better job of shutting down the lane, as well as closing out on shooters.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
The dome of the U.S. Capitol building looking absolutely grand as we make our return to Washington, D.C. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. An exceptional performance from John Wall.
And I just love how aggressive he is. Usually tries to work for the best shot that he can.
Well, we saw that in the first half, and he's constantly on the move and slipping behind the eyes of the defense to work closer to the rim.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Wall and Beal pair together at the 1 and the 2. Porter and Morris make up the forward spots. And it's Howard in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Burks for three, buries it from three-point range. Burks has got the first basket of the third quarter for Cleveland. And it's Wall with the ball for the Washington Wizards. They've led by as much as 10. Outside, Beal. Kicks to Howard. And he gets the bucket. Howard's got 9.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Sexton the pass to Love. That's tipped. Ball with the steal. And here we go. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Right now they're winning because of him. Love the shots that he's taking, and he's got the green light.
Well, John Wall, Derrick Rose, and Russell Westbrook came into the league around the same time. All of them in the conversation for most athletic big point guard in league history. Of the three, I think John Wall, the most prolific playmaker, always looking to create for his teammates.
One shot behind the lanes.
Free throw no good for Howard. And John Wall, such a multifaceted game, it almost feels wrong to call him a pure point guard. But that's what he is, isn't he? Just loves to set up his teammates.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. And he can score at a high level, but that helps him as a playmaker. Guys thrive playing alongside him because he commands so much attention.
Well, you look at some of the analytics, and the best-rated player on the Wizards might surprise you. None other than one Otto Porter Jr.
And he's really become an impact player at both ends of the floor. One of the glue guys on this squad. He just impacts the game in so many ways, and sometimes it escapes unnoticed.
First one falls for him.
Well, in the summer of 2017, when Otto Porter signed that 4-year, $107 million contract with the Wizards, it was widely questioned. Well, it's been worth every penny thus far as he's become one of the best small forwards in the game.
And Porter drops them both. And that small forward position that Porter plays, maybe the most important position in the league. You think of LeBron James, you think of Greg KD.
Yeah, and Porter able to kind of hold his own on both ends. The Wizards' most impactful defensive player, he takes on those big-time players night in and night out.
Pass to Burks. Cleveland moving the ball around. Osman kicks to Sexton. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
You know, the timing, the rhythm, I'm a big fan of when Sexton can just catch and shoot.
Morris outside. Over Love. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Morris has got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Now here's Sexton. Covered by Wall. The open look here for Sexton. And there's another one for the Cavaliers.
And there's no question Sexton can flat out score. I mean, he feels like he can get it done from anywhere.
Now here's Porter. 6 points for him. Just under 2.5 minutes into the 3rd quarter now. Knocked loose. He swipes the ball away again. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. They are on fire right now. That's 4 straight makes.
Here's Sexton. Following the basket by Otto Porter. Here's Osman. They get it again. Thompson. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
Now that's what Tristan Thompson does best, just working the glass and working the D over.
Now here's Wall. D right on him. And oh, here we go. Burks got it. A fast break chance. And Thompson kicks to Burks. Goes back up. Lays it up off the glass. And now just a 5-point Washington lead.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Left side Wall. Morris. And Thompson sends it back.
Well, Thompson lives in the paint, and defensively, occasionally, you're going to get to shots like that.
Porter. Here's Sexton. He's got 14. And the shot is long. Howard finds Beal. Shoots over Burks. And there's Bradley Beal on the assist by Howard. 10 points for Bradley Beal. And the Cavaliers call time here. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Decker's checked in for Howard. Riza comes in for Porter. And Satoransky's subbed in for John Wall. Here's Osman. He's covered by Beal. Here's Henson. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
That's a pretty good move. Henson, I'll tell you what, being assertive when he has the ball like that, that's another dimension to the offense on the inside that they could use.
Now, here's Satoransky. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And a look here at the shot chart for Sexton.
And it's really been a tremendous night. He's been efficient. He's been a major driving force in this offense. And it's no small task to try to slow him down. Once he gets rolling, like we've seen in this game so far, watch out.
Free throw good, Satoransky. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And done a much better job from the line this half. They've gotten that percentage up over 80 for the game.
To the paint. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Well, a big reason why Dellavedova is out there is because he can see who's available.
Satoransky the pass to Ariza. Morris right side. Down low. Here's Clarkson. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line.
Shooting one.
That one is on Ariza.
Yeah, Jordan Clarkson bringing it up to the 10.
And Jordan Clarkson is a player who is looking for his shot whenever he gets the ball. Can distribute enough, but it isn't his top priority. Very dangerous when left alone outside.
One shot.
And with Clarkson as good as he is outside, Greg, he prefers to shoot off the dribble than on the catch.
Yeah, and it's why Clarkson gets labeled a high volume, low efficiency guy. Terrific on catch and shoot chances. I think if he played more towards his strengths, he could put together a career year.
Here's Morris. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. Free throw good for Morris. And Morris drops them both.
Well, they depend on him to score, and that doesn't mean just from the field. Sometimes it comes from the charity stripe.
Clarkson kicks to Henson. Pass to Osman. Another three for Cleveland.
You know, at least get a hand up. It's not too much to ask from a coaching staff. Just not intimidating defense at all on that possession.
Now here's Satoransky. Morris outside. Dishes it to Beal. From the arc. Nance with some nice D. And so Clarkson will bring it up for Cleveland. It's a one-point game. They grabbed their own miss. Dellavedova is scanning the floor. Just 5 on the clock. It's stolen by Morris. It's Ariza on the wing. He's got 6. And another miss by Washington. Cleveland's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Satoransky against Clarkson. And the layup's good off the glass. Clarkson's got 7 now in this quarter.
You're going to burn yourself when you get up that close to Clarkson. He's explosive.
Outside, Beal. He kicks it to Ariza. Back to Beal. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
And there's the pass to Clarkson. Passes it to Dellavedova. Shot clock at 6. Back to Clarkson. Shears over Satoransky. Hands where the ball is out of bounds. Clarkson touched it last. And now let's take a look at a very well-rounded group of players. Shooting guards who can rebound with the big boys. Bradley Beal is second.
And these are sort of your do-it-all guys. I mean, even if rebounding isn't necessarily a priority for shooting guards. It's still something that helps your team get wins.
Well, the effort plays are very important. That's what these guys do. Like you said, the rebounds they provide from the off-guard spot can sometimes make the difference between winning or going home with your tail between your legs. You know, every coach should show players game tape of how he just boxed out right there. Great job with the footwork and using his body to step to the rebound.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Ariza with the bucket.
And three-pointers constituting the majority of Ariza's shot attempts in recent years. He won't hesitate.
Dellavedova kicks to Osman. And Thomas Satoransky gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. For the Wizards, Mahimi comes in for Morris, and it's Green in for Beal. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Hood's checked in. Clarkson taking his time here. 6 to shoot. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Here's Nance. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Back to Decker. Over Hood, and Washington again with the bucket. The Cavaliers trail by 6. And here is Dellavedova. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Henson dishes to Hood. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. The Wizards have gone 8 of 13 on shot attempts to begin the second half. And Satoransky kicks to Green. The feed to Ariza. And no good that time. Cleveland's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Pass to Clarkson. Here's the 3. The rebound by Jeff Green. Washington leading now by 6. Ariza goes in. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky. Satoransky's got his 3rd assist on the night. And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Dellavedova kicks to Clarkson. A three-pointer off the mark. Washington has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the 3rd. Ariza no up. The Cavaliers trail by 8. Pass to Clarkson. Shoots it, and the rejection by Mahimi. Now the pass to Decker. Nice ball movement by Washington. Ariza over to the left wing. The shot by Satoransky, no good.
Well, in the rebounding game, at least, it's been a strong physical performance for him.
And Rodney Hood getting traded last season in part because, Greg, he was due for a big contract this last summer.
And you just knew Hood would be a player a lot of teams threw offers at this year. Rare to find guards as tall as Hood who can shoot the way he can, just entering his prime. And the contract this team gave him might be a bit of a gamble, but it's one that could pay off in a huge way if he keeps improving.
That one is off.
And without a doubt, Rodney Hood is at his best when he's being aggressive. Doesn't settle for shots, and he looks to create and finish around the rim. Sometimes he can serve as a playmaker. That happened a lot when he was with the Utah Jazz under Quinn Snyder.
And Washington making a change here. Ball's checked in. Now here's Green. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Decker gets the bucket.
Just a great attack mentality. Got right through the defense to finish strong inside.
You know, Hood can fall into settling for mid-range shots at times, Brent, but that isn't when he's his most effective.
No, a lot of players fall into playing passively, and Rodney Hood is sometimes guilty of that. The trick is finding ways to try to keep him aggressive, make sure that he's impacting the game in ways that his skill set can draw it out. It's just been an off night for him. That doesn't happen all that often, but the thing that you do at this point is not to push it, not to rush it. Let it come back to you.
up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
Well, collectively, they've done it tonight here. A passionate performance from the squad.
And so here's Cleveland after the basket by Washington. Now, here's Clarkson. He has 7. Kicks to Nance. Over Wall. Nance, no good. Here's Washington. They're on a 15-6 run. Outside, Wall. And he banks in the layup. Wall's got 13.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Now, here's Sexton. Satoransky covering. Put on the wing. Lays it up off the glass. He's got 7.
Well, how about the strength shown there by Rodney Hood? He has that great frame, and he shrugs off the defense that time.
And so it's Washington holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Right back after this break. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. On the court for Cleveland, John Henson out there with Rodney Hood. Then there's Alec Burks. Then there's Tristan Thompson. And it's Sexton in at the point. Now here's Burks. He kicks to Sexton. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Burks. Shoots over Satoransky. Burks can't get it to go. Washington leading now by 11. All with it. Outside, Porter. To the inside. Stolen by Henson. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Wall. 3-pointer. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
The Wall has hurt him in every way possible tonight. He's got firepower that really only a few guys in our league possess.
Porter with a block. Right side, Wall. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Burks against Satoransky. Now Burks. Knocked away. It's stolen by Wall. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Is on Colin Sexton. And he can't get the first one. Love's checked in for John Henson. And he's good on the second. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. And the Cavaliers call time here.
And one thing they'll discuss are their defensive rotations. The other is in the matchups.
We're seeing very little help defense on the inside, and even when there is help, it's been ineffective.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Cleveland's head coach was talking about with his team. He told them flat out, we are turning the ball over too much, guys. We can't keep making the hero ball play. Slow it down, run the offense, and make the safe pass. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And here's Wall. Following Colin Sexton's three. Howard. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
And that one, good.
You got to know that about Kevin Love. He's going to take what the defense gives him, that time inside.
And it's Wall with the ball for Washington. Pass to Howard. The shot, no good. Good D by Thompson. Now, here's Sexton. He's guarded closer. Thompson passes to Sexton. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jeff Green. That's his first foul. Bradley Beal's checked in for Satoransky. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. That one's good, and the Washington lead is cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Hood. For Washington, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. It's Beal on the wing. Back to Wall. Howard trying to free himself up. And Wall gets it to go in on the assist from Beal. Beal's got assist number 5 here tonight. Porter against Hood. The quick look, no good that time.
And the defense is just not very aggressive. Definitely fortunate that the mid-range jumper did not find the bottom of the net that time.
And Bradley Beal earning that first All-Star nod in 2018. A top 20 scorer. He can hurt you from just about anywhere on the court.
And Beal just turned 25. Have we seen his best, or do you think he can take his game to even another level?
I think the key is going to be him staying healthy. Injuries have kind of plagued him early in his career. With health, he'll be able to refine his game and fortify his defense and expand that offensive repertoire.
And the first one at the line is good. Markieff Morris is checked in for the Wizards. And Cleveland also making a change. Jetty Osman, he's checked in for Rodney Hood. And Porter drops them both. Here's Sexton. Inside, Howard with the steal. The finish, and Morris throws it down.
And nicely done, running the floor well, then attacking the rim.
The exclamation point in transition with the high percentage finish.
Now, here's Sexton, covered by Wall. Wide open. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Wizards leading by 16. Oh, Morris in position. An emphatic LU jam.
And that monster lead continues to grow. They are just piling it on now.
Now, that's the attack mindset with which they entered the game with, and I wouldn't expect them to let up now.
So here's Burks following the basket by Markieff Morris. Can they get it? And Thompson throws it down.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
Wizards have gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the 4th quarter on a roll. Here's Wall. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Wall's got 10 points here in the second half.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Sexton with it. He's picked up by Wall. Sexton kicks to Thompson. There's the dish to Burks. Lets a floater go. Here's Love. Back to Thompson. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
Well, if they're going to win this game, he's going to require just a little bit of help. Many of the shots he's taking are finding the hoop.
And here's Wall. Beal from long range. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got 6 assists now in the game. The Cavaliers trail by 19. Sexton kicks to Love. It's stolen by Morris. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Well, Cleveland shooting it well here in the fourth quarter at 50%. Sexton the pass to Love. Now here's Sexton. Defense is right there. Love, no luck.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
It's good. 15 points for Otto Porter Jr.
Are we sure that's the same player, guys? He looks completely different. What confidence he's playing with, and look how engaged he is on both ends.
Now here's Sexton. He dishes it to Love. The league and players union, Brent, both have expressed supporting guys who express their views and social concerns. You like that?
Well, I think it's amazing the way the league has backed some of the avenues with which players have used their voices.
Embraced.
Well, extending well beyond just saying things, Kevin, because we know actions speak louder than words, and there are so many guys around our league that do important philanthropic work. But the fact that the league supports all of those things, the fact that you see Adam Silver show up at some of these events, or that there's press releases from the league office about some of the things guys are doing, there's amazing cohesion when it comes to the league and its players, because they understand that everything that they're doing has such a significant impact in the communities in which they live in and around the game with which we all love.
Well said. Just 4 to shoot. Down low. To stop the drought. And that one goes long.
Yeah, momentum right now is against them. They're just going to have to figure out a way to ride this one out.
Got to be some consideration here for a different rotation, because the matchups right now just not favorable.
Now here's Porter following the miss by Kevin Love. Wall finds Porter from 20 feet out. They get the rebound.
Yeah, not easy trying to keep Howard off the offensive boards. He excels at using his muscles and his size to get great positioning.
Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. It's stolen by Wall. Oh, and a fast break for the Wizards. Porter's running, and Wall gets it to go in on the assist by Porter. And that's 23 points for John Wall.
Just don't touch him right now, okay? You're going to burn yourself. The guy is on fire.
The Cavaliers shooting at 51%. Really solid. Knocked away. Now here's Sexton, covered by Wall. The wide open look for Love, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Look, if they want any shot at winning this game, he has to be better out there.
It's Beal on the wing. Pass to Howard. 5 on the clock. Washington needs to get a shot off here. Beal can't get it to go. Cavaliers shooting a pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. The offense not doing their best work of late. Bucket is good. Players are talking about the new sports science. Better sleep, recovery after lifting, playing, traveling, whatever it is. They say it's making a difference. What do you think?
I think it only makes a difference if the guys put it into practice, Kevin. Like, as much information as they can hand out in a team meeting and sort of give you directives about how it is you should rest and when it is you can get your sleep, players won't see those benefits unless they're as disciplined as they are with trying to get better in the offseason as they are with making sure that they get proper rest to be at their athletic best for competition.
Offline with his three. And it's Wall with the ball for the Washington Wizards. Porter dishes to Beal. The kick out to Porter. And again, Washington with the triple.
And when you're down this many points, hard to justify leaving a good shooter that wide open.
Truer words never spoken. Breakdown on the perimeter, D, and the communication severely lacking there.
And here's Thompson following Otto Porter's three. Back to Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. Now here's Sexton. Guarded closely. Here's Love. Second chance shot. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Good work defensively by Morris. Beal against Burks. Porter kicks to Beal. A three ball. And again, Washington with the triple.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Wizards.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Wall.
They looked aggressive on the offensive end, and that compounded into lots of great opportunities that he capitalized on.
Here's Ariza following the score by Cleveland. Hits the three-point bomb.
And this is how you close out a game, not taking any chances.
Yeah, you gotta be relentless in this game or the tide can turn on you. Not here, not tonight.
Now here is Dellavedova. Oh, and a fast break for the Wizards.
Two shots, gentlemen. Two. Two shots.
That free throw good for Morris. The Wizards making a switch here. Decker's checked in. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Now, here's Clarkson. 32 seconds left in the game. Left side, Hood. And Thompson kicks to Clarkson. Pass to Nance. And it's Hood in the corner. Clock at 4 to the inside. It's stolen by Mahinmi. Decker with it. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. John, this team goes as you and Bradley go. What is it like having him with you out there?
Well, we just enjoy playing with each other. He makes things easy for me, pushing the ball in the fast breaks and having the opportunity to find him and also getting open shots for myself. And he's helped me want to be consistent with my jump shot and making shots and trusting my energy and stuff.
You guys are growing together, John. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, This is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. We'll see you later.